And a look at the injury situation. A lot of bodies absent for this team tonight, including a big name. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. And for Brooklyn, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Green in at the 4-man position. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Just 5 on the clock. Count it. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
Pass to Lopez. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And attacking with all that length. When Giannis drives, he's either scoring or at least getting the foul.
Brooklyn with the ball. Harden scanning the floor. Wow, hammering it in.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Holiday left side. Trying to get open is Lopez. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
And here's Harris from the arc. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
You simply must guard Joe Harris when he's beyond that three-point territory. He will knock down shots if you don't contest.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Holiday, no one around him. No good on the 3. For Brooklyn, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. It's good.
You simply cannot give Kyrie Irving room to run in the open floor. This guy is a phenomenal transition player.
Holiday against Harden. Trying to get open is Lopez. Good D by Harden.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Here's Harris. Tries again. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Antetokounmpo. No good there. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Irving kicks to Harris. Trying to get open is Irving. And the basket by Harris.
Well, let me show you my floater game. Don't think I'm a long-distance shooter. Joe Harris says I've got more than that in my tool bag.
Here's Giannis. Lays it up and banks it in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Outside Holiday. And there's the feed to Antetokounmpo. And it's off the back rim. No good. And here are the Nets. They're on a 14-6 run. Irving. Excellent D there from Holiday.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Here's Jordan following the basket by Giannis. Green passes to Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Some changes for Brooklyn. Aldridge comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And Nicholas Claxton subbed in for Jeff Green. Milwaukee also making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Claxton no good. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 4-point game. Middleton. And staying with the play, Middleton.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Now here's Irving. He has 5. Lets it go from the wing. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. 7 points in the game.
Oh, guys, there are not many strokes more pure than that of Kyrie Irving's.
Kick out to Giannis. Here's Connaughton. Offline with his 3. From deep, here's Harris. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Nets lead by 4. 2K. Naturally a ball-dominant player. James Harden talked to us about...
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, I'm playing off the...
giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Tyler Johnson. Brown out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Chioza in at the point guard.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Nets with the lead. Chioza scanning the floor, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
There's Chioza. Feeds it to Griffin. And stolen by Portis. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Picked up by Brown. And Tucker kicks to Antetokounmpo. Here's Portis. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Count it.
Well, how about that? A transition opportunity. Tyler Johnson with the kind of athleticism to run the floor and make the most of it.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. The Bucks getting another chance here. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. Here's Connaughton. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Bucks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. There's the pass to Forbes. He kicks to Tucker. Here is Forbes. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Forbes has got 5 points so far. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Connaughton passes to Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Irving. 7 points in the game. 1:52 left to play here in the half.
Well, Lopez twice on the pipes. He has the length to do this every time on the defensive end.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And taken away by Brown. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving's got the ball, and he gets it to go. And now a 3-point Brooklyn lead.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Here's Forbes. The kick out to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Portis in the post. He's against Jordan. Good. Portis has got his first basket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Harden against DiVincenzo. Jordan inside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Irving. A putback.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. "15 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Nwora outside Holiday. Giannis left side. That shot off.
And bringing that effort on both ends. Yeah.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The largest lead they had was 6. And
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Middleton outside. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Middleton's got 6 points. And guys, they look to set it up in the half court.
Well, that's when you got to rely more on your defense and try to get out in the open floor. Oftentimes, you can develop your rhythm offensively when you get easy baskets.
Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 1. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Holiday for the lead. And contact on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
At the top of the key, Lopez. Holiday. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Jordan. Bruce Brown comes in for James Harden. And it's Johnson in for Irving. Holiday, that shot, no good. Great D that time from Green. Here's Brown. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Brown's got the lead up to 6 now for Brooklyn.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane. Antetokounmpo inside. Headed by Green. And it's Giannis missing. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And the 3 off target. Giannis drives in. To end the run. Another shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Giannis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Johnson against Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Brown dishes to Green. And the rejection by Giannis. Outside Holiday. Bucks passing it around.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Johnson surveying the floor. Fires high post. And the Nets miss again.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. Down low. For the tie. And Giannis will lay it in. Giannis has got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
On the wing, Johnson. There's 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. Harris against Middleton. Aldridge, the pass to Johnson. Back to Aldridge. Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got his first 2 points of the night.
You want to be an NBA point? Take notes on Holiday running that pick and roll. Sometimes taking it yourself is the best option.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
The Nets have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
You love, guys, that Tyler Johnson continues to work hard to get better. His teammates love playing with him. And can we remember this is an undrafted player?
Here's Forbes, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Brooklyn ahead. They're up And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Griffin is out there with Luwawu. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Boy, you love Lopez's effort. This guy dunking is easy for him, right? He's close to the rim, 7 foot. Come on now.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. Here is Forbes. Portis finds Lopez. Here's Connaughton. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. Basket counts. And now a 5-point Nets lead.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Passes it to Connaughton. Pass to Lopez. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Portis. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for P.J. Tucker. Here's Lopez. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Harden keeps it alive, and Griffin stays with it. Griffin's got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Forbes dishes to Antetokounmpo. He feeds it to Lopez.
Well, if you allow Lopez to get that kind of touch, it's really hard to guard the 7-footer without fouling him.
And he makes the first. Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Luwawu. And then for Milwaukee, Chris Middleton's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. It's Harden with the drive. Out to Harris. Pass to Harden. Back to Harris. Now Irving. A second chance effort. Claxton. It's good on the putback. Claxton's got his first points of the night.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Holiday the pass to DiVincenzo. Middleton for 3. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Irving can't hit. Bucks trail by 7. And here comes the break. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And Harden with the stuff.
And Harden proving why he's an elite ball handler, absolutely cutting the D to pieces with his move.
Antetokounmpo looking it over to the inside. Griffin with the steal. On the wing, Irving puts up a 3. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Well, this is the beauty of Kyrie Irving. You think of him as a creator, but this guy in a catch and shoot just as lethal.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. Kicks it down to Middleton. On the wing, Giannis. Comes up empty down low. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. The Nets making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. Nets leading by 10.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Nets.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kyrie Irving.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Listen, it's only one miss, but it hurts all the same as they try to cut into this lead.
Brown kicks to Aldridge. Back to Brown. 6 to shoot. Nets passing it around. Johnson wide open. He fires. And the Nets miss again. And the Bucks with possession here. 7-point differential. Fades. Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And this is why he gets paid the big bucks. Middleton enjoys coming through in the clutch. Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
Shooting for Brooklyn. Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Here's Karuch. Off the mark. So it's the Nets picking up the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it for
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And how about the Bucks, who are showing calm as they come down? And they've got a few injuries on their bench. Less options, but you'd think not too big of an impact for them.
2 players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Batum, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Zubats in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. George finds Zubats. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo, nobody back. And Giannis throws it down.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now. He and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
Now here's Antetokounmpo following the miss by Brook Lopez. Middleton can't get it to go. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Here's George. On the wing, Batum. He kicks it to Jackson. Got a piece of it. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Lopez outside. Holiday against Jackson. Holiday the pass to Giannis. Lopez controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
George with the ball. And a miss there on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the dunk by Giannis.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Now here's Jackson. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's George, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, excellent determination there from George. This wasn't going to be denied. Fighting off the physical contact and nailing the shot over good defense.
Now here is Holiday. Giannis outside. Back to Holiday. Floats it up for Giannis.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Leonard inside, covered by Giannis. Here's Zubats, just 4 to shoot. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And the dunk by Giannis.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Bucks leading by 10. Lopez finds Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Is His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
It'll count. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Kennard is out there with Marcus Morris. That's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Patrick Patterson, and it's Mann in at the shooting guard. Here is Forbes. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Portis can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 10.
And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, and guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show. You know, I still think Rondo is a great role player in the league. He knows he's out there to distribute the ball and provide leadership on the floor, and he does both really well.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Kuruc is checked in. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And Forbes kicks to Portis. Back to Forbes. To the middle. Portis can't get it to go.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Clippers trail by 11. Rondo looking over the floor. The pass to Mann.
And guys, it really looks like they've lost a step here in the second quarter. They have been really stagnant offensively.
Here's Connaughton. Here's Portis. Pass to Connaughton. Second chance shot. Morris with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Dishes it to Patterson. And the lead is down inside single digits. Patterson's got his first points in this one.
And how about the setup? Man, Morris keeping his head up. Beautiful assist.
Portis against Patterson. Shakes him. And a great move by Portis. And the Bucks lead by 11.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Here is Forbes after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Forbes the pass to Portis. And the layup's good off the glass. Portis has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide-open man and dropping the dime.
Here's Kennard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks leading by 11. 1:37 left in the first half. Back to Kuruc. Pass to Portis. Over in the corner, Kuruc. Those three-pointers off the mark. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Clippers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Morris. Rebounded by Tucker.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got the lead up to 13 now for the Bucks.
You know, this is the next step in his development. Forbes understanding when to look to score from there.
Patterson can't get it to go.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Los Angeles shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Antetokounmpo. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And the ball handling of Antetokounmpo, my goodness, really unreal. For a guy his size, his dribbling is ridiculous.
Rondo kicks to Kennard. Morris inside. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points. Thanks for joining.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Holiday attacking. Now the pass to DiVincenzo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I'll tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold. And anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
DiVincenzo against George. Stolen by George. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Free throw line jump shot. And he overshot that one, missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Batum wide open. He fires. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Jackson against Holiday. Here's Lopez. The kick out to Holiday. No good from outside. Clippers trail by 12. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to George. Shoots the three. Los Angeles with another miss.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Jackson kicks to Zubats. It's George on the wing. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. George has got 8 here in the quarter.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Middleton can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 9. And there's Paul George on the assist by Leonard. 12 points for Paul George.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Back to Holiday to end the drought. Paul George grabs the miss.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
Middleton outside. Holiday against Jackson. Feeds to Lopez. Lays it up off the glass. Lopez has got his second basket.
And amidst the tall timber, he's right at home. Extremely comfortable. Lopez getting it done.
There's Jackson with the three. Zubats with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Kicks it out to Leonard. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Patterson's checked in. To the paint. The kick out to Holiday. 44 seconds left to play in the third. Banked in off the glass.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
The drive by Jackson. The shot by George. Wide open. And it's off from three-point range.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Lopez inside. Patterson on him. Lopez passes to Tucker. From the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George up top. He's got 12. Chalk up 2 there. George has got 12 points now in the quarter.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Holiday inside the line, off target. And so it's Milwaukee, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Bucks leading by 7, and on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. They've got Paul George. Marcus Morris is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then there's Reggie Jackson, and it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. Here is Forbes, guarded by Jackson, and the shot goes in. And the Bucks lead by 9.
And, you know, he's not a big guy, but Forbes has added some muscle to his frame, and it came into play there. Nice job overpowering the defense on that possession.
Patterson, the shot's good on the assist by George.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shot's now starting to fall.
Here is Forbes. Passes it to Portis. Back to Forbes. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Caruch is checked in for the Bucks. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 7. George dishes to Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Clippers moving the ball around. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
Back to Connaughton. Leonard with the steal. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Outside, George. The pass to Zubac. Sinks that one from the post.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Here is Forbes. Pass to Portis. Back to Forbes. Passes it to Portis. Just 3 to shoot. The 11-footer. And that one hits back iron. The Clippers trail. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Rodions Kurucs. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Now here is Holiday. Floats it up for Giannis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of game.
Jackson finds George. Back to Jackson. Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. The Clippers need to get off a shot. The 3 from George. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Oh, I love the unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open, Antetokounmpo, make sure you get the ball.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. George against DiVincenzo. Outside for Jackson. Back to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Now, this is what his coaches like to see. Jackson making an effort to distribute the ball in that situation.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Good once again. That makes it 8 for 9 this game.
Man, the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
Leonard attacking. And the rejection by Giannis. Shot clock at 6. Jackson passes to Leonard. Inside. DiVincenzo against Zubac. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. On the wing, Holiday. But they get it back. The pass to Connaughton for 3. The shot by Holiday, no good. Here now the Clippers. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Knocks down the 3.
Shot after shot, one after the other. PG, Paul George, making it happen.
Outside Holiday. From deep three-point range, can't get it to fall. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. What a show they put on here at home. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. And just about to get underway as the starting five. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on Hey, Dave.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
So the net starting 5. They've got Kyrie Irving. Green is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Jordan in at the 5. And for the Clippers, Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the point. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Harden, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Greg, in terms of personnel, not exactly the matchups we were expecting to see tonight.
You know, Kev, with all the injuries and some guys now having to step into unfamiliar roles, in some ways that makes tonight all the more intriguing to see which guys are going to step up and deliver.
George with the bucket.
When near the bucket, Paul George knows what to do. This guy has such a nuanced understanding of the offense.
To the paint. And the rejection by Zubac. Harden against Jackson. Goes back up. Up again. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination, so impressive.
Now here's Jackson. Over Harden. The putback. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. The Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Harris wide open. He shoots off target from three-point range. On offense, here are the Clippers. Zubac, the pass to Leonard. The shot will not fall. The Nets go the other way with it. And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Harden the pass to Jordan. He dishes it to Harris. Back to Jordan. And here's Harden for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard from deep. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Well, Kawhi Leonard put in the time to become a big-time threat from range. That is beautiful.
Jackson against Harden. The dish to Irving. Back to Harden. Lock at 6. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. It's good on the putback.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Now here's Irving. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Leonard, open and close, and nails it.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Nets trail by 6. 56 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Harden against Jackson.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
The 10-footer. Zubac finds Batum. No good on the 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
There's the pass to Harden. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Nobody near Irving. And again, it's the Nets missing. Now George. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. The shot, no good. And here's Harris from the arc. And so it's Los Angeles with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And you have to...
Venom.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Luwawu is out there with Griffin. And it's Tyler Johnson. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Brown in at the 2. Here's Griffin. Good work defensively by Morris.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Pass to Man. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Rondo, and he gets the bucket. Rondo's got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. Passes it to Luwawu. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Here's Patterson. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Man. Come on. The three-pointer, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
The kick out to Aldridge. Johnson against Rondo. Aldridge down low. Back to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Aldridge dishes to Johnson. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Luwawu Cabarrot, and it's James Harden in for Tyler Johnson. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Man passes to Patterson. Count it, good. Patterson's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, I think he's known as a pick-and-roll defender, but Patrick Patterson taking advantage on the offensive end. Good timing, good execution.
Switch.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Here's Harden, and it's Harden slamming it down.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Morris. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Nets trail by 6. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Harden outside. To the middle. Here's Aldridge. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
A favorite spot of Aldridge's. He likes to operate as close to the rim as possible.
Man passes to Patterson. Outside for Rondo. Morris outside. Deflects the pass and taken away by Brown. Here's the break. In the corner, Harden off target with his 3.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Nets trail by 4. Looking to get it going, and Harden with the stuff.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Here's Rondo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge. This is his first free throw of the game. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Rondo kicks to Zubac. Outside Leonard. From 13, and that one good. Leonard's got 7 points.
What a smooth-looking release from Kawhi Leonard, doing work in the mid-range. That is his comfort zone.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They have a narrow 3-point lead. And that'll...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here is George. Over Harris. George with the bucket. George has got the first field goal of the second half for Los Angeles.
This is one of Paul George's go-to shots. His confidence and ability to rise and fire quickly from the mid-range, crucial.
Harden finds Irving. It's Harden with the drive, and that one drops for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Here's Jackson, and he banks in the layup. Jackson's got his second bucket tonight.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 3 on the basket from James Harden.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Here's Jackson. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 8 rebounds in this game.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Harris dishes to Jordan. On the wing, Green. Stolen by Jackson. The pass to Zubac. That one goes in, and the Clippers lead by 5.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Harden outside, and off the front iron, and in it goes. Harden's got 14.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
The 3 from George. But they'll get another chance. Zubac the pass to Jackson. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And the dunk by Zubac.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
Outside Irving. Back to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And here's Jackson. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Harden left side. Out to Harris. Jordan the pass to Harden. Shot clock at 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here. On its way from Irving for 2. The Clippers grab the miss.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Outside Jackson. Over Harden. Outside for Jackson. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. On the wing, Harris. Back to Green. Outside Irving. Over George. Jordan. Great positioning on the putback.
Wow, how about the reach of DeAndre Jordan? That looked darn near impossible.
George passes to Zubac. Here's Jackson. It's good. Jackson's got his third basket of the night right there.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Harden kicks to Irving. 20 seconds left to play in the third. Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage.
You have to respect the in-between game of Kyrie Irving. Straight up. Yeah, that's how you have to play this guy. You got to play him straight up and be balanced.
Jackson looking around. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Los Angeles shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
That will count. No good. Shot missing. And we've reached the end of the third. Los Angeles on top, leading by 4. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Here's Rondo. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. We've got LaMarcus Aldridge down out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Griffin, and it's Claxton in at the 4. Irving finds Griffin. From 12 feet out. Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Irving.
Oh, guys, there are not many strokes more pure than that of Kyrie Irving's.
Here's Rondo, and the layup falls.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Claxton. Back to Irving. Here's Claxton, guarded by Jackson. The shot's good. Claxton's got his first points of the night.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Outside for Rondo. Passes to Jackson. Lets it go from deep. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
And Jackson has become a reliable three-point shooter. That's a shot you got to respect.
Pass to Claxton. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup. Claxton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Rondo with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Jackson from long range. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Nets trail by 3. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Batum comes in for Morris. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Reggie Jackson. And it's Paul George in for Rajon Rondo. Here's George. Rebounded by the Nets. Here's Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
George way outside. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. The Nets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Johnson, the pass to Perry. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. And that one misses. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Harris comes in for Blake Griffin. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brown. And it's James Harden in for Johnson.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
It's George on the wing. Back to Batum. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Good on the bucket.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has been in so many big-time situations. How confident is he right there?
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Irving finds Harden. Harris, right side. Fades back. And there's the pass to Perry. A shot by Harden. Wide open. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Batum passes to George. Offline with his 3. Brooklyn trailing. Harris outside. Back to Irving. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Clippers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. In the corner, George with it. Back to Leonard from downtown. And it's James Harden with the rebound.
And you will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Irving, good.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Here's George. Got it!
You can see Paul George is locked in right now. Big-time shots demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
Harden outside. To take the lead. He's off from 3. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. And a few players on the shelf, but the big absence is someone this team is going to be missing tonight. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Joe Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Irving in at the 2. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's DiVincenzo. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Jordan. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Irving. Right side, Jordan. Harden outside. That 3 off the mark. And it's Milwaukee's ball. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Kicks it out to Harden. Pass to Green. Here's Harris. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harris has got the first basket of the game for the Nets. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered. At the point guard position in particular, much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Well, I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary.
Here's Giannis. James Harden picking up that last basket. Here's Giannis. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Harris, no good. Antetokounmpo against Harden, and that one good.
Well, this is where Giannis does all of his damage. He gets inside the paint, has the size to work you back, and then stretch out and score.
It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. The Bucks working the ball around. And the dunk by Giannis.
Oh, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Now, here is Harden. Outside Irving. Charity stripe shot. Rebounded by the Bucks. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
That's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
And the Nets with possession here. Following the 3 by Milwaukee, Irving dishes to Green. Back to Irving. Down low. Out to Harris. Pass to Harden. Lopez with the block.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots.
Whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Harden the pass to Irving. Back to Harden. Harden missing again.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Lets it go with a three. Another miss by Harden. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. It's a three-point game. The tray. Harden grabs the miss. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Green dishes to Harden. Again, the miss by Harden.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Misses the three. It's deflected. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Lopez passes to Giannis. Back to Lopez. He kicks to Holiday. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Well, instead of flailing for a foul, Drew Holiday does not expect the call, maintains his focus, and gets that shot to go.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying.
Being able to go through adversity and come out strong.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Milwaukee leading by 7. Here's Forbes over in the corner. Antetokounmpo. Off target with the open look.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Outside Irving. And no good that time. And Milwaukee the other way now. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
No good from Irving.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
From in close. Claxton no good. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Connaughton. Got it. Good job in the low post. Connaughton's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bucks.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Irving to halt the run. There's the dish to Aldridge. That's tipped. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in, and a switch here for Brooklyn. Johnson's checked in. He feeds it to Aldridge. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Fast break, Milwaukee, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Nets making a change here. Harden's checked in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Connaughton kicks it to Tucker. Bucks passing it around, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day who was my favorite. You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
And it's Connaughton missing. Nets trail by 17, and they're moving it up. Here's Harden, and it's Harden slamming it down.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by Milwaukee.
Over to the wing. Here is Forbes. Wide open look. That one a little long.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by Johnson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Here's Harden, and he slams it down right on top of Bobby Portis.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Forbes, the pass to Connaughton. Back to Forbes. It's stolen by Johnson. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Griffin goes in.
And the aggressiveness of Griffin, always on the attack. Gotta love that tenacity.
On offense here, the Bucks. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Forbes. The Bucks keep it going. A new 14-second clock. 2 points. That one goes.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Claxton the pass to Johnson. With 4 seconds on the clock. No good on that one. And so it's Milwaukee riding a... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 8 points. Thanks for joining.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Here's Chiozza. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And the dunk by Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan, I don't think he's shot more than 10 shots outside the paint the last few years, so dunking is what he does.
Here's Holiday. Makes it off the glass. Holiday's got his second bucket of the game to go.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Chiozza scanning the floor. Griffin passes to Chiozza. Johnson outside. And there's the pass to Griffin. 4 on the clock. A second chance effort. Kicks it out to Johnson. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. So for the Nets, Green, he's checked in for Griffin. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Johnson. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Irving. And he comes up with the deuce.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 17 points was their biggest margin. Yep, that one goes. Holiday's got 4 points this quarter.
This is how you ruin an opposing team's defense. Holiday runs inside and finds the easy shot there.
Chioza passes to Jordan. Irving with it. There's the three. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Shots good by Middleton.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Irving up top. Defended by DiVincenzo. Irving, good.
Nice mid-range J. Automatic, it looks like, for Kyrie Irving right now.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there to go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken #1.
From about 19 feet. Rebound by Drew Holiday.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Nets trail by 15. Green finds Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. Chioza, no good. The Bucks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And the Bucks miss again.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Inside. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, Holiday focused there and a good job of scoring despite getting whacked.
A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. That free throw good from Drew Holiday. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. DiVincenzo passes to Portis. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. DiVincenzo's got 5 points so far.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
To the middle, Portis. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. He's got 6.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Harden against Holiday. To the inside, and stolen by Aldridge. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
Harden hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Bucks lead by 12. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. On out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. The rebound by the Bucks. Portis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Chris Middleton can make contributions by using his frame to be a good rebounder. Good effort there.
Brown dishes to Aldridge. Brown the pass to Harden. The shot's good. Brown making the play. 18 points for James Harden.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Outside Holiday. There's the triple. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And Drew Holiday can make enough threes to make your defense nervous.
Harden kicks to Brown. And then Brown with the dunk.
And that kind of defense ain't gonna get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
Well, any guy can throw it down against air defending him. Plenty of room, so not so amazing. What does amaze me, though, is that no one came over to contest the play.
And it's Harris with the ball for Brooklyn. They trail by 16. Harden gets the bucket.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Holiday against Harden. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Then for the Nets, Jordan comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Harris. 6 to shoot. Here's Giannis. It's deflected. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Irving looking over the floor. Count that one.
More and more, Kyrie Irving is showing off how much body control he has, especially when he drives into the interior of the D.
High post Lopez. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. With the fadeaway. And to Antetokounmpo. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 16.
And Giannis just gobbling up the rebound, just spreads his wing out there, and ball falls right into it.
Harden dishes to Brown. The kick out to Irving. Harden outside. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's foul number 2 for him. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Jordan trying to free himself up. They get it back. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Man, how many times do we see DJ just devastate teams with dunks like that?
And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. Passes it to Forbes. He dishes it to Giannis. Back to Forbes. And here's Giannis from outside. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here. Nets trail by 14. Here's Irving. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
And Irving is so difficult to stay with in the pick and roll. The moment he gets that kind of room, he's going to pull.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Bucks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Drew Holiday.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee.
And not much of a surprise there. Kyrie, one of the better free throw shooters in the game, and so hard to guard without fouling.
Lays it in off the breakaway.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Karuch. Jacks up a three. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Irving with a clean look. Nails the triple.
Well, Kyrie's resume in these kind of moments is full.
And the turnover again by Milwaukee. Here's Irving, and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. Los Angeles, California is the scene for the Bucks. Greetings, everyone. You've got it live. And a couple of injuries among their reserves. I expect their starters guys will be ready to do whatever's needed.
2 players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. And for Los Angeles, we've got Reggie Jackson. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubats in at the center, filling out the middle. Holiday finds Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Here now, the Clippers. Jackson looking around. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. It's Soamba Antetokounmpo, a solo fast break. And Middleton kicks to Holiday. DiVincenzo against George. Here's Lopez. Now here's Middleton. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Leonard, no luck. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And the rejection by Zubac. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. The putback, it's good on the putback.
You know, offensive rebound is largely about hustle. Paul George plays with great energy and focus.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Lopez throws it down.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Now George pulls up on the elbow. Here's Zubac. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
Flexing at the rack. Leonard doing what he can to fire up his teammates.
Here's Holiday. To the paint. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Holiday with the block.
Terrific two-way player. Drew Holiday not giving an inch, and he sends that one way back.
Zubac, the pass to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Zubac. Over Lopez. No good from Zubac. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a 3-point game.
It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Drew Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level.
Leonard with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
3 straight baskets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
And Middleton kicks to Lopez. Poked loose. And the Clippers another fast break opportunity here. Second shot opportunity. Here's Leonard and Middleton with the block.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Leonard against Antetokounmpo. The alley-oop finish is off the mark. Pass to George. Here's Leonard. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Leonard's got 7.
Right there, that is poise of Kawhi Leonard, just taking what the defense gives him.
Holiday, no one around him. And again, the Bucks miss. Leonard with the ball. He's got 7. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. No good that time. And so it's Los Angeles. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James,
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
On the court for the Bucks, P.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Morris right side. Now here's Rondo, guarded by Tucker. Morris, no good. Bucks trail by 9. A shot by Middleton, wide open. Another shot. Here's Portis. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And here's Rondo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's the pass to Oturu. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Oturu's got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles. Forbes the pass to Tucker. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Rondo. The shot's good from Forbes.
This is for any dedicated floor spacer. Once in a while, you have to test the defense inside. Forbes with a beautiful play.
Now here's Rondo. Pass to man. Back to Rondo. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Down low. Here's man. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. For 3, Middleton. But they recover it. Passes it to Tucker. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Milwaukee making a switch. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Clippers leading by 9. Rondo looking over the floor. Here's Oturu. The shot missing. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Here's Connaughton. Kicks it to Forbes. Here's Tucker. No good with the triple. For Los Angeles, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite too, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Now, here is Morris. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. And stolen by Portis. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break and laid in to finish the break. And here's Rondo. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Oturu. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Oturu's got 4 points this quarter.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Here's Forbes. Oturu with the rebound.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Man passes to Kennard. A 3 from Morris. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And this is in Morris's wheelhouse right here. Extremely fluid with the catch and release.
Here's Forbes. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Yep, it goes. And the Clipper lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Portis.
And you see Portis can run the floor, long strides, great hustle.
Rondo Lays it up and banks it in. Rondo's got his second basket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the shot goes down.
You have to like that move by Forbes. The dribble drive adding dimension to his game.
Rondo on top. Pass to Oturu. Great D that time from Portis. Bucks another fast break opportunity here. Here's Antetokounmpo. No good on that one.
The defense ready for him.
And so it's Los Angeles. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They are leading by 12. And that should do it.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, and sometimes the strategy in that case, don't let anyone else beat you. You know he's going to get his, so try and keep it to that.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for the Clippers right now. And here we go, Coach's Challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
At the line for 2.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Holiday, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you know you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well, but so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount.
George against DiVincenzo. That one good for 2. George has got his second bucket of the night.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Holiday looking over the floor. To the middle, here's Lopez, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. DiVincenzo against George.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Yep, that one goes in there. George has got 8 points.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Holiday with it. Leonard picks him up. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 4 assists in the game.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
George up top. Defended by DiVincenzo. 8 feet away. Not going to go that time. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Inside. Great pass to set up the lay-in. DiVincenzo's got his first points of the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
A nice shot by George.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 9 points. And the layup is good. He's got 10.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Zubac kicks to Leonard. And he makes that one.
The offensive versatility of Kawhi, able to rise up and hit the jumper there with confidence.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Shot clock at 6. Outside Jackson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Los Angeles leading by 9. Here's George. Jackson passes to George. Up top, Batum to the inside. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And here they come. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
Got it off in time, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Holiday. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Holiday. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. The pass to Tucker. Inside. Stolen by Zubac. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Morris with the ball.
And you see Morris aware of his surroundings, getting a good jump down court.
Forbes the pass to Morrow. Back to Forbes. And the 3 off target. Clippers leading by 13. Here's Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
From past the arc, Portis can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Jackson against Portis. Jackson kicks to George. 6 to shoot. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
And Portis throws it down.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
Left side Jackson, Zubats. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Here's Giannis. Lopez controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Outside Rondo. Leonard on the wing. Back to Rondo. Pass to Zubats. Lopez with the steal. And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Giannis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got assist number 5 here tonight.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
George finds Rondo. The high post shot. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Bucks trail by 14. Here's DiVincenzo. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Leonard, the pass to Zubats. Lopez with the block.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella. I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
1:16 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Morris kicks to Zubats. Out to Morris. Outside, George. They get it again.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Leonard finds Zubats. Outside Rondo. Leonard on the wing. That one falls.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
George against DiVincenzo. George passes to Zubats. The rebound by Middleton. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with two hands on that stuff. So the Clippers with the win. They didn't make it easy. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. But traffic in New York City. We are new.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. And the Clippers starting five. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Mann in at the shooting guard. And for Brooklyn, Harden out there with Irving. Then there's Green. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the small forward. And the basket is good. And Doris, tonight, two experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game. So let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Harden against George. Outside Leonard. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
On the wing, Irving. We play just over a minute here in the first, and they pick up two.
You have to respect the in-between game of Kyrie Irving. Straight up. Yeah, that's how you have to play this guy. You've got to play him straight up and be balanced.
Now, here is George. Passes it to Zubac, and it's good, 2 points. Zubac has got his second bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Harris passes to Green, shoots over Batum. Green kicks to Harden, back to Green, clock at 6. Jordan inside, working on Zubac. Jordan with the bucket.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
Here's George, following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Harden dishes to Irving. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
So for the Nets, LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green, and it's Bruce Brown in for Harris. Now here's Rondo. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And at his best is Rondo when he's attacking in the paint. Beautiful little floater there. Easy to get it up and over the defense.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Claxton. Aldridge left side. Banked in off the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Rondo. Here's Patterson. That shot off the mark. Harden the pass to Irving. Here's Claxton. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 3. 1:09 left to play here in the first. To the right side for the three. The rebound by the Nets. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Now Jackson. James Harden missing on the three. To the paint. Here's Patterson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Harden against Rondo. Harden surveying the D. Feeds to Aldridge. The Nets need to get a shot off here. No good from Irving. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Jackson passes to Patterson. Over Aldridge. Outside for Rondo. Back to Patterson. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Well, you take all doubt out of the equation. Patterson throws it down with force.
Harden way outside. No good on the last second attempt there. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
We've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Joe Harris is out there with Tyler Johnson. Then there's Brown. And it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Johnson following the score by Reggie Jackson. Harris looking it over. No good on the triple. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Griffin's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And the Clippers with a change here too. Marcus Morris is checked in for Kawhi Leonard.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
The 3 from George. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Johnson against Jackson. Johnson kicks to Griffin. Over Morris. Tips it, and it's Aldridge on the follow. Aldridge has got his second bucket of the night. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Jackson with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. And the wide open shot from Morris. And the rebound goes to Griffin. The Nets with the lead. Harris passes to Johnson. Excellent D there from George.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Bruce Brown. James Harden, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And Irving subbed in for Johnson. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. And's checked in. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, The agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And Griffin, here we go. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Clippers, Batum comes in for Morris, and it's Kawhi Leonard in for Paul George. Harden dishes to Jordan. The shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Oturu, the pass to Leonard. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And the Clippers making a change here. Zubac is checked in. Now, here is Irving. 5 points in the game. Here's Luwawu outside for Jordan. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Leonard. Oh! That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
Nice. Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Drops in the layup for 2. Harden's got the lead up to 3 now for Brooklyn.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Here's Mann, covered by Irving. Mann gets the bucket. Mann's got his first bucket in this one. Now Harden, he has 6. Six on the shot clock. And Harden with the stuff.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
A 3 from Leonard. And that one released in time, but no good. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They didn't get more than a 1 possession. And that.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
So for the Clippers right now, Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. And it's Mann in at point guard.
Well, make no mistake, Paul George is a physical guy. He will not shy away from contact on these moves.
That free throw good from George. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Here's Mann after the basket by Brooklyn. Morris right side. Let's go. Zubac no good. Nets leading by 3. Here's Luwawu. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D there from George. And Los Angeles guys shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Batum finds George. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. That's now 8 points for Paul George.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
Irving surveying the floor. Shot on the wing. It's hauled in by Zubac.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Now here is George. He's tightly guarded. Batum with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. No good from Luwawu.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Zubac, and it's good for 2. Zubac has got 8 as we approach the fourth quarter. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Outside Irving. Pass to Claxton. Stolen. And even 3-on-3 break. A 3 from Morris. He's off on that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Irving attacking. Good. And Harris gets the assist. He's got 7.
They're just so smooth. Kyrie Irving identifying the opening and then letting it rip.
Here's Mann. He's covered by Irving. Mann can't hit. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And Harris wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Now here is George. 8 points for him. Los Angeles with another miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Brown. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Jackson gets it to go. Jackson's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
Harden dishes to Johnson. Aldridge left side. Back to Johnson. Here's Leonard. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Zubac. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
To the middle. Batum with the steal. The feed now to George. Rebound, Brooklyn. Harden's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Aldridge kicks to Johnson. Here's Harden. Tries again. The pass to Aldridge. Right side, Griffin. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. George against Harden. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You can see the kind of savvy Kawhi Leonard plays with. This guy makes the defense commit and gets himself to the foul line.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
The third quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 4. Don't go anywhere. 3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Clippers leading by 4. Brown out there with Harden. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Griffin. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. So that's the Nets 5. Rondo against Harden. 6 to shoot. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Leonard. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Kennard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Jackson comes in for Rajon Rondo.
A tenacious forward with high energy. It's clear that Griffin is still capable of throwing down a double-double.
Leonard inside, guarded by Green. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Kennard against Brown. He feeds it to Aldridge. It's tipped. The kick out to Brown. Down low, Leonard with the steal. And here is Zubac. There's Jackson with the three. It's hauled in by Brown. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Now here's Jackson. Passes it to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Zubac. It's good on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Brown the pass to Aldridge. Outside Griffin. Brown outside. Pass to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Pass to Patterson. Leonard on the wing. Kennard on the wing. Right side Leonard. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Let's remember this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
Brown the pass to Griffin. Feeds it to Harden. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Harden's got 6 points in the quarter.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
He gets it in there.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
Nets trail by 3. So they foul intentionally. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin. Harris is checked in for Green. And Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. Irving with it. Guarded now by Morris. Claxton the pass to Jordan.
Well, you know what DeAndre Jordan is going to bring to the table every night. Great effort, incredible presence on the backboards, a ton of length defensively. Love everything he does for you.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Los Angeles leading by 3. Leonard looking around. Takes the 13-footer. Outside for George. Batum for 3. A rebound by the Nets.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Irving with the basket on the assist by Harris.
Now, when the game is on the line, Kyrie is the guy you want taking the shot. He is a stone-cold finisher.
Leonard the pass to George. Money!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Irving for 3. That shot off. The Clippers go the other way with it. they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
And there it is for him.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Irving from long range. Again, Irving missing. Now Morris. Outside Leonard. Dishes it to Batum. Outside George. Morris outside. From deep. No good there. And so Los Angeles takes the win. This was a hard... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it.